Welcome to a journey through the life of an extraordinary woman, a figure whose story weaves together the threads of Native American heritage, unshakable faith, and American history. Her name is Saint Kateri Tekakwitha, known as the Lily of the Mohawks. She was the first Native American saint, canonized by the Catholic Church in 2012. And her life is a testament to courage, devotion, and the power of belief in the face of adversity. For Americans today, Kateri's story is more than a tale from the past. It's a beacon of hope, a reminder of the diverse roots that shape this nation, and an inspiration for anyone seeking meaning in a complex world. Born in 1656 in what is now upstate New York, Kateri lived in a time of turmoil, caught between the traditions of her Mohawk people and the arrival of European settlers. Her life was marked by loss, struggle, and transformation. Yet she emerged as a symbol of unity, bridging cultures through her deep Catholic faith, in a land that would one day become the United States. Kateri's story resonates with the values we hold dear: resilience, freedom of belief, and the strength to forge your own path. Why does Kateri matter to us today? In a nation built on diversity, her life reflects the beauty of blending cultures while staying true to one's heart. She was a Native American woman who embraced Christianity without abandoning her identity, a figure who faced persecution but never wavered in her convictions. For Catholics, she is a saint whose intercession is sought for healing and guidance. For Native Americans, she is a daughter of their people, a reminder of their enduring spirit. And for all Americans, she is a hero whose story challenges us to live with purpose and compassion. As we dive into Kateri's life, picture a young girl standing at the edge of a forest, her eyes fixed on the horizon, her heart torn between two worlds. This is the story of a woman who became a saint, not through grand gestures, but through the quiet strength of her faith. Let's walk with her, from the Mohawk Valley to the halls of sainthood, and discover why Saint Kateri Tekakwitha is a name worth knowing. Kateri Tekakwitha was born in a world of beauty and conflict, in a Mohawk village called Ossernenon, near modern-day Fort Orisville, New York. The year was 1656, and the land was alive with the rhythms of the Haudenosaunee, or Iroquois Confederacy, a powerful alliance of Native American nations. But But this was also a time of upheaval. European settlers, French, Dutch, and English, were arriving, bringing new diseases, trade, and ideas, including Christianity. Kateri's life began at the crossroads of these worlds, and her story reflects the complexities of that era. Her mother was a Christian Algonquin woman, captured and adopted by the Mohawk, and her father was a Mohawk chief. Kateri's birth name, Tekakwitha, means she who bumps into things, a playful nod to her childhood clumsiness. But her early years were far from carefree. At the age of 4, a smallpox epidemic swept through her village, claiming the lives of her parents and younger brother. Kateri survived, but the disease left her scarred and partially blind, earning her the nickname, the one who gropes her way. Orphaned and frail, she was raised by her uncle, a traditionalist Mohawk leader who opposed the growing influence of European missionaries. Imagine a young Kateri, her face marked by scars, her vision dim, navigating a world of longhouses and clan gatherings. Despite her hardships, she was curious and resilient, learning the skills of her people, weaving baskets, preparing food, and listening to the stories of her elders. Yet her mother's Christian faith lingered in her heart, a quiet seed planted in childhood. Jesuit missionaries known as Black Robes visited her village, sharing tales of a God who loved all people. These stories captivated Kateri, even as her uncle warned against abandoning Mohawk traditions. Kateri's early life was a balancing act. She lived in a community that valued strength and unity, yet she felt drawn to a faith that set her apart. Her physical scars mirrored the emotional ones, rejection by some in her village, who saw her as weak or different. But Kateri's spirit was unbroken. She worked tirelessly, earning respect for her kindness and skill, even as she wrestled with questions of identity and purpose. For Americans today, Kateri's childhood is a powerful reminder of the strength it takes to navigate a divided world, a theme that echoes in our own diverse society. Her story also connects to the American landscape. The Mohawk Valley, with its rolling hills and winding rivers, was her home, a place that still holds the echoes of her people's history. For U.S. audiences, this is a chance to reflect on the Native American roots of this land, often overlooked in the rush of modern life. Kateri's early struggles set the stage for her remarkable journey, one that would lead her from a smallpox-ravaged village to a life of profound faith. By the time Kateri reached her late teens, the pull of Christianity grew stronger. At 19, she made a decision that would change her life. She sought baptism, a bold act in a village where many distrusted the missionaries. Her choice was not a rejection of her Mohawk identity, but a fulfillment of the faith her mother had passed down. In 1676, Kateri was baptized by a Jesuit priest, taking the name Catherine, or Kateri, in Mohawk, after Saint Kateri of Siena. This moment marked her transformation, not just as a Christian, but as a woman determined to live her truth. Baptism was only the beginning. Kateri's faith deepened through prayer, fasting, and acts of charity. She refused to marry, a choice that defied Mohawk expectations, dedicating herself instead to God. Her devotion was radical for her time. She practiced asceticism, wearing simple clothes and offering her suffering as a prayer. But her faith also sparked conflict. Some in her village saw her as a traitor, mocking her or accusing her of abandoning her people. Her uncle, still a traditionalist, pressured her to conform. Yet Kateri stood firm, her quiet strength a testament to her conviction. In 1677, facing growing hostility, Kateri made a daring choice. She left her village for a Christian Mohawk community in Kanawake, near Montreal. The journey was perilous, a 200-mile trek through forests and rivers, guided by her faith and a few companions. Kanawake was a haven for Native American converts, a place where Kateri could practice her faith freely. There, she flourished, joining other women in prayer and service, earning admiration for her humility and devotion. She took a vow of chastity, pledging her life to God, a rare and profound commitment for a laywoman in her time. Kateri's faith was not just personal, it was a bridge between cultures. She prayed in Mohawk, wove her people's traditions into her worship, and showed that Christianity and Native identity could coexist. For American Catholics, her story is a powerful example of living faith boldly, even when it costs you. For Native Americans, she is a symbol of preserving culture while embracing change. And for all of us, her courage speaks to the American ideal of standing up for what you believe, no matter the odds. Her life in Kanawake was short but impactful. Kateri's health, weakened by smallpox and her ascetic practices, declined, but her spirit remained vibrant. She died in 1680 at just 24. Her final words reportedly, "Jesus, I love you." Witnesses claimed her scars vanished after death, her face glowing with peace, a sign of her sanctity. For U.S. audiences, Kateri's conversion is a story of freedom, the right to choose your path, and the strength to endure for it, values that echo in America's founding principles. Kateri Tekakwitha's death in 1680s was not the end of her story, but the beginning of her legacy. Almost immediately, miracles were attributed to her intercession. People claimed healings, physical, emotional, and spiritual, after praying to her. Her grave in Kanawake became a pilgrimage site, drawing Native Americans and settlers alike. Jesuits recorded her life, spreading her story across continents. And devotion to her grew, especially among Catholics in North America. For centuries, Kateri's cause for sainthood moved slowly, but her influence never faded. In the United States, she became a patron for Native American Catholics, a figure who embodied their struggles and hopes. Her story inspired schools, churches, and ministries named in her honor, from New York to New Mexico. For Native communities, she was a reminder of their resilience, a woman who faced colonization's challenges, yet remained true to her roots. For American Catholics, she was a homegrown saint, proof that holiness could flourish in the New World. In 1980, Pope John Paul II beatified Kateri, declaring her blessed, a major step towards sainthood. The final miracle came in 2006, when a young boy in Washington state, Jake Finkbonner, a Lummi Nation member, was healed from a life-threatening infection after prayers to Kateri. This miracle, verified by the Vatican, paved the way for her canonization. On October 21, 2012, Pope Benedict XVI declared her Saint Kateri Tekakwitha, the first Native American saint, in a ceremony watched by millions, including thousands of Native Americans who traveled to For U.S. audiences, Kateri's canonization was a historic moment, a celebration of America's diverse spiritual heritage. Native American Catholics wept with pride, seeing one of their own honored on the world stage. Pilgrims flocked to her shrines in Auriesville, New York, and Kanawake, Canada, seeking her intercession for healing, unity, and environmental care. She is also a patron saint of ecology. Her feast day, July 14th, is now celebrated across the U.S., with masses, powwows, and cultural events that blend Catholic and Native traditions. Kateri's legacy speaks to America's soul. She reminds us of the Native American contributions to this nation, often erased or forgotten. She challenges us to honor diversity, to see faith as a unifier, not a divider. And she calls us to live with purpose, as she did, in a world that doesn't always understand. For young Americans, she is a role model of authenticity, choosing her path despite pressure. For Catholics, she is a saint whose life proves that holiness is possible, even in hardship. And for all of us, she is a daughter of this land, a light in the Mohawk Valley whose glow reaches us today. So why does Saint Kateri Tekakwitha matter to us in 2025? In a nation grappling with division, her life offers a roadmap for unity. She was a Native American woman who embraced a new faith without losing her identity, showing us how to honor our roots while embracing change. For Americans, her story is a call to bridge divides, cultural, religious, and social, in a country that thrives on its diversity. Kateri's example challenges us to listen, to understand, and to build communities where everyone belongs. For Native American communities, Kateri is a source of pride and healing. Her canonization acknowledged the pain of colonization while celebrating the strength of indigenous peoples. Today, Native Catholics invoke her in prayers for justice, cultural preservation, and reconciliation. Events like the Tekakwitha Conference, held annually in the U.S., bring together thousands to honor her legacy, blending powwows with masses in a vibrant fusion of faith and culture. For U.S. audiences, this is a chance to learn from Native wisdom, to recognize the first peoples of this land as vital to America's story. For Catholics, Kateri is a saint for our time. Her life of prayer, sacrifice, and service inspires those seeking deeper faith in a fast-paced world. She is a patron of ecology, reminding us to care for the earth, a cause that resonates with Americans concerned about climate change. Her intercession is sought for healing, from personal struggles to societal wounds, making her a comforting presence in uncertain times. Parishes across the U.S., from urban centers to rural towns, celebrate her feast day with devotion, drawing families together in shared worship. For young Americans, Kateri is a relatable hero. She was a young woman who defied expectations, choosing her own path despite pressure. In an age of social media and conformity, her authenticity stands out. She faced rejection and doubt, but stayed true to her heart, a lesson for anyone navigating identity in today's world. Her story also speaks to mental health. She found peace in faith despite trauma, offering hope to those struggling with their own scars, visible or invisible. Kateri's American roots make her uniquely ours. The Mohawk Valley, where she was born, is a place you can visit, a tangible link to her life. Her shrines in New York and Canada are pilgrimage sites, but her spirit is everywhere, in the forests she loved. The churches that honor her, and the hearts of those who pray to her. For a nation built on dreams of freedom, Kateri embodies the courage to live your truth, a value that unites us all. As we close, picture Kateri not as a distant saint, but as a sister, a friend, a guide. Her life asks us to be brave, to be kind, to be faithful. Whether we're in a city skyscraper or a rural chapel. Saint Kateri Tekakwitha, the Lily of the Mohawks, is America's saint, a woman whose light still shines, calling us to be our best selves in a world that needs her now more than ever. Loved learning about Saint Kateri Tekakwitha? Subscribe to my channel for more inspiring stories of faith, courage, and unseen saints who shaped our world. Hit that button and join our community today.